Hey, how you doing? I'm Guy Fieri from the Food Network. And you know what? Your curiosity has done you right. You've just hit Kurriosity.com.
I wanted to ask you, what are your favorite healthy go-to foods?
Well, I am, without question, a 150% kale junkie. I can eat kale, and I'll tell you something, I remember back in the 80s when kale was put on the plate as a garnish. Matter of fact, the other day we shot a Triple D joint, and the guy put kale on as a garnish, and I looked at that beautiful kale and I said, you're wasting the kale. It's the super green, it's the super go-to. Have it in a salad, you can steam it, you can cook it down, you can add it in dishes, you can chiffonade it, bury it into foods, put it in meatloaf, you name it. Fiber, flavor, So I'm a huge kale fan, huge farro fan, the whole grains, big fan, bulgur fan, quinoa fan, red quinoa fan. And here's the thing, and I think this is great that you guys have a whole program dedicated to healthy living. It's not as difficult as people think it is. And you know what? Unfortunately, people have had a bad experience back when they were a kid with a wheat bread that was super earthy and had a pine cone in it and that kind of stuff. Whole grains, real food, real greens, unprocessed food is the direction we all got to go.
Okay, and what's the best way to get kids involved in this healthy mindset?
I think one of my favorite ways is to have kids cook, is have kids get involved in. Bring that big Brussels sprout stock, and let the kids see that and pick it off there, and then work on how we're going to cook the Brussels sprouts down, and we're going to steam them first, and then maybe we'll grill them, or maybe we'll slice them thin and put them into a salad. But let them have that involvement, and let them make some decisions. Kids are really empowered these days. They play these video games better than we'll ever play them. They do all these things. They're so smart, and you can't play this thing with them where where you're keeping them in the dark with it. They see what's going on, so get their opinion, let them be involved, and I think that's a great way to get it started.
Cool. And what's a good way to boost flavor without adding too many calories? What's like a good alternative?
Simple cooking methods. Grilling is a great way to do it. Caramelizing, another really strong way to do it. I think just incorporating other flavors. When you cook down peppers and onions and garlic and you mix that with any kind of vegetable, with the kale, a little bit of vinegar. We like the contrast. We like sweet, we like sour, we like salty, we like spicy. That doesn't mean calories. All those, matter of fact, can work without calories. So when you get into the fat, that's when you get in all this caloric intake. But the other thing is, and this is something we really need to work on, is we need to eat in moderation. We don't need to pile up the kids' plates, or any of our plates for that matter. Eat the salad first. Take a little bit of a break. Go back to the stove. Plate up the rest of the meal. Okay? Eat a little bit of that. Then plate another part. Eat in a little bit of success. Eat in courses. And that's very interesting because you look at the Europeans, how they take their time when they eat. As Americans, we eat too fast. We eat too much. Then we sit back and go, oh, now we're so full. But the way to keep that is just to slow it down a little bit.
You seem really, really, really passionate when you talk. How did you develop this passion for food? How did it all start?
My whole world's been food ever since I was a kid, little kid. And that's just, I'm blessed that I got an idea at an early age what I wanted to do and how I do it. And I think that food's our common denominator. Everybody loves food. I don't care who you are, what religion, where you're from, what you speak, what you believe or don't believe in. Food is it. So, I'm proud of you guys. What a great website. I think this is exactly what needs to happen. More people need to tune in, and it'll make them better. Don't take pills. That's robbing Peter to pay Paul. Take care of yourself.